Hi, all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. It ended up being a slow week runners-wise for us last week with all the wet weather around. A lot of the races were abandoned. But from that, it allowed both of us to go to Gatton to watch Jace as his first race ride, which was really cool. It didn't go to plan for him at the start, obviously, with his first ride. He lost his iron and had to go no stirrups for 860 metres.
It's a good way to start your career in a way. It teaches you that racing is not always rainbows and butterflies. But he picked himself up. He was obviously devastated at first, which anyone will be having their first ride. You want to go out there and make an impact. But we had a good chat after the first, and so you've got to move on. You've got two other horses and two other good old horses that'll get you around. And Marley sort of just followed him around and warmed up late, so she'll be ready for tomorrow. And Avi he's great. He's a champion old horse. He's a perfect horse for a kid to ride. As you said last week, he's bomb proof. He goes forward. He makes his own lap. But in saying that, I thought Jace summed it up perfectly. Went forward and when a couple others didn't want to lead, he pushed him out, got him there, racked him and stacked him and kicked clear. And it was a good thrill. It was a huge thrill actually to see a kid come from where he's come from and go there on his first day. And right away, I had his family there, his mum, his brothers, his dad, his grandfather. So it was awesome to see. And obviously Johnny had his owners there as well. So some of his owners, and very proud of the young man. He's a kid that's going to go a long way. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's been brought up very well by his parents, and he's sort of hats off to my team as well. It's not just my name and Taylor's name that do everything with him. It's blokes like Elion, Geordie, Shan, Paul. They're here every morning riding with him and giving him little pointers. And they're the things that young riders need to go to the next level. And he will go to the next level. It's his time now just to be patient. We'll pick and choose the right rides for him, and when he's confident and ready to go, have a full book somewhere, we'll send him out there. But it's exciting. Probably head to Kilcoy next Thursday. Just obviously got to play it by ear now with the rain. It's pretty disgraceful up here at the moment. We don't know what's going on with this weather. So hats off to the young man, and I think he's definitely a name you'll all remember in a long time to come.
And it was really cool for him. He obviously won the Laidley Cup, so they got a trophy and all the rest. I did tell him that doesn't happen too often, so don't get used to that.
Yeah, he'll go back and win a maiden now and have the shits probably. So he's got a great head on his shoulders. He's a humble kid, and looking forward to seeing his next ride.
And looking forward to this weekend runners-wise for us. We do have a lot of runners, although, as Adam said, it's very wet up here still, so who knows what will actually happen on the weekend, depending on weather. But we do know that the Gold Coast will go ahead with the Poly. We got Hit 'em Up. The second up, he was a little disappointing first up, but hopefully he's bounced back.
He was probably just he didn't pull up the best. It was flat. He was a bit buggered after that run, and it's not really like him. He's a full of beans kind of horse. I thought his effort, to stick on and then sort of come again last 50 showed that he wants further. He's got a great record at this track. He was super on in his first preparation. He's obviously building up his fitness. He'll go forward. He'll be in the race for a long way. He's too good a horse to ignore, and he's proven at this track. And I have noticed lately a lot of horses from the Gold Coast that go to the Sunshine Coast Poly, they just don't handle it. It's different surfaces. I know they're both poly tracks, but it's just like grass in other places. Some grass is different to others, and some horses don't handle it. So I think just put a pen through that run and make a assessment on him tomorrow. And
Hydroelectric was great first up, running second. So it goes to the 1200 tomorrow on Saturday.
Yeah, super first up. Ends up getting second on a protest. He gets 1.5 off his back with Emily. She's riding well. I would have liked to have gone a 3-year-old race, but he just didn't draw well in that. So obviously to just go to the maiden. Obviously got to take on the old horses, but he's a big, strong horse. He's come a long way. He's going to be much better suited over further. I just wanted to give him one more at 12, and then we'll go to 14 next start. But he does look one of the best of ours for tomorrow.
And Gingerbread is first race start for his racing career. He trialled well on the Poly a couple of weeks ago.
He did. He's been a bit of a frustrating horse. He's just been a bit behind every other horse in our stable, and he's got the ability. He's just not mature mentally and physically just yet. Once he does probably have a run, start to realise what it's all about, that's when I think the penny will start to drop. But he needs racing now. He needs to realise what his job's all about, and then might even just give him the one run, and then possibly head to the paddock and give him a good 3-month break and bring him back, get him bigger, stronger, and there's ability there. Everyone that rides him says the same thing. He's got the ability. It's just mentally he's not there yet. So we'll learn a lot about him tomorrow. But it does look like a pretty winnable race. So if he could produce some of that trial form, he'll definitely be running a good race.
And Sierra de Gradis, he's nominated at the Gold Coast and also at Eagle Farm on Saturday. So again, that'll be weather dependent mostly.
Yeah, weather dependent. Obviously wanted to run him on Sunday at Sunshine Coast, but that grass has been cancelled now, so it's onto the poly. He's also in next week. Lucky, good patient owner in Kevy just said we're just trying to find the right race for him. It's very hard to go from your maiden or Class 1, and that's what he's trying to do. But this horse is definitely above ability, and I want to pick and choose the right races for him. 1900. Is he ready for that just yet? Maybe not, but he does look like a horse that's definitely going to handle it. He's a very nice horse. He's got to take on a horse that's obviously got good form in this race. There's some pretty handy horses in it, so it's a tough step up. But if there's one horse in my stable that I want to be going on 1900 after a maiden win, it's definitely him. I think he's generally Saturday grade, and once he learns what it's all about, the Drunken Sailor, I believe he's going to be a very, very talented horse.
And Marley Doom backs up in the 1200 Class 1.
Yeah, Marley, she just had no luck last week. Young Jace just got out the back and gap closed, and sections were good late. She found the line under a stranglehold and was sort of just hitting the line strongly. The last 100, 150, early on suits, 54, 1200. This will possibly be the final run for the prep, and it does look like a good race for her. So hopefully the old girl can stick her head out.
And on Saturday at Eagle Farm, Bengal Diamond, the 2-year-old, is still an emergency and didn't draw well either, so not 100% sure where she'll go.
Yeah, I don't really just want to send her around. She's a horse I've got a huge opinion of, and she's galloped super on Tuesday. She drew a barrier. You go to the races pretty confident, think she could run a huge race, but she's drawn wide, possibly a heavy track, might not even get a run. We'll go to the paddock if she doesn't get a run tomorrow. She's done a huge job. First preparation with us after being a breeze-up horse. Not many horses handle that in their first preparation. I think in time, 6 to 12 months' time, we'll be talking about her as probably one of the smartest horses in our stable. I think she just needs to mature now, develop, fill out, grow, and she'll become a very, very smart horse. So, if there's a heap of scratchings in the morning and the track isn't too heavy, we'll look at running her, but we'll make that decision in the morning.
And Kadiris is nominated in 2 races at Eagle Farm. She didn't draw well in either, and she is an emergency in both of them, but most likely will get a run in one of them.
Yeah, she drew awful, poor Kadiris. Just wanted to give her a chance at 1400. She's rock hard fit now, coming towards the end of her prep. Possibly after this she'll go for a good break. Don't like making those decisions just before the races, but she's done a good job this prep. Hopefully she handles the trip up there. Obviously touch and go with a horse like this, she's in a bit of a mood over the last couple of days, so if she gets up there and handles the day, the occasion, we know she knows she's got the ability to run a couple of starts ago here at the Gold Coast was super, and back on the turf I think is a huge plus for her. Bit of a wet track I reckon will really suit her as well, so if she does get a run, she'll have to be ridden that touch quiet, just get them back and let her hit the line late.
And Old Cedar Power finally gets another run, and he's drawn okay in the 18-20.
Yeah, he's quickly becoming obviously one of my favourite horses. He's a beautiful old horse, and he is just what you see is what you get. There's no bullshit about him. He just does his job, and he just works, and he just enjoys his work. He's tough. He's a good horse, and that's why he's obviously got the record he has. He's a 9-year-old. Touch wood, he's a sound animal. He loves his work. He shows up every morning. He eats everything. He's a no fuss animal. And Jimmy back on tomorrow. He knows the horse great, and I'd love to get a win with him. It'd be a big thrill because I think he's humming. He worked great earlier in the week. His barrow trial good last week. He's ready to rock and roll.
And keeping up with a busy Saturday, we also head to Toowoomba with a couple. London Point, first up for the stable.
Yeah, she's had a bit of a mixed prep too, going the race, not drawing well, and trialled her again last week in readiness. I thought she trialled super. Got back, hit the line, ran through the line strongly. She goes to the 1200 first up, and I think she'll run a big race. She's down the weights, 1.5 kilo off her back. Emily needs a touch of luck from the awkward draw, but if she handles the trip up there, she's a bit of a quirky horse. She's a big, strong girl and knows the strength. So hopefully she handles the occasion well, and I think she'll run a very good race. She's definitely got the class to win this race.
And also show some grit. She was obviously meant to race last Saturday at Bayou Desert, but the races were abandoned before her race went around.
Yeah, so hopefully the race is going tomorrow to Benny. He's been very patient with this horse, and it's been a bit frustrating as well. He just can't get to the race. He hasn't been able to draw well either, so she draws pretty crappy again tomorrow night. So she's definitely going to improve on whatever she does, but she's another horse that's definitely got the class to win this race first up. She's got pretty good New South Wales form, and as we know, that form when you bring it to Queensland is always very, very competitive. So she'll have a good blow from tomorrow night. She's fresh, she's well, she's moving great this morning, and yeah, I think Madeline will suit her.
What's your best bet for our runners this weekend?
I would say probably Hydroelectric. He just looks really well placed, and to be fair, wherever Sierra de Gredos goes, I think he's humming to win another race as well. He's a nice horse, and he's obviously a horse I've got a good opinion of. But yeah, there's a few nice chances this weekend, and hopefully we can get a few winners.
We just need the rain to stay away.
Yes, and hopefully it does soon, because we're all drowned rats.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and good luck over the weekend.
Cheers, guys.